As a trader, you're going to experience losses, sometimes significant losses that can be incredibly painful. And it's one of the most common challenges that is brought to me in performance coaching or my 12-week challenge, where traders can't deal well with losses. And they're extremely pained by them, and they're extremely upset by them. And the irony here is that trading is a game of losing. We have to learn how to lose well. So in this particular video, I wanted to share my theories on how you can almost toughen yourself up to be more resilient to losses in the market. Now, if this is the first time checking into the channel, first and foremost, welcome. My name is Pat Bailouni, and I'm the founder of Master Your Trading Mindset, which is an education and performance coaching business. And we work with retail traders all around the world, helping them break through to consistency, gain funding, and overcome the strong emotions that they don't want in the markets. Now, if you don't already have a copy of our free Bulletproof Your Mindset tool, I encourage you to jump in the description below and grab a copy. It's going to be extremely useful in terms of lowering the emotional volatilities you experience in the market and also help you gain consistency. Now, I only let 30 copies of that out per week because I follow up every single person, so ensure you go off and grab a copy. Now, when we talk about toughening up or becoming more resilient to losses in the market, there's an incredibly important theory that we need to talk about on expectations. If we have an expectation on ourselves as a trader that we always have to win and we can never lose, and winning is good and losing is bad, and I always have to be making the right decision and I can never make the wrong decision, and I have to catch every position as part of my plan and I can't miss any positions. If we have these one-sided, unrealistic expectations on ourselves as a trader, then we leave ourselves very susceptible to being highly emotional, highly disappointed, and we lower our ability to be resilient and tough in situations when we do take losses and when we do miss positions. And what I'm trying to share here is that our resilience as a trader and how tough we are as a trader is proportionate to our expectations on ourselves and how realistic our expectations are. Again, if we have a one-sided expectation that we always have to win and we can never lose, when we do lose, because the reality of the situation doesn't align with our one-sided expectation, we're going to be really disappointed and we're not going to be resilient in that type of situation. But if we have a balanced, realistic expectation on ourselves as a trader, and we recognize that winning and losing, we're going to do both, and it's part of the game. And sometimes as a trader, I'm going to win. Sometimes as a trader, I'm going to lose. Sometimes I'm going to make the right decision. Sometimes I'm going to be extremely tired and have had arguments throughout the whole day and had a very uninspiring day. I'm going to make an irrational decision. Sometimes I'm going to catch positions. Sometimes I'm going to miss positions. If we balance the expectations on ourselves and we realize that at the end of the day, we're just human beings and we're going to win and we're going to lose, and it's part of the game, every trader, even the best traders I know and I've worked with, they still win, they still lose. It's just part of the game. And I think becoming a successful trader is less about losing less, and it's more about learning how to lose well, learning how to use that to your advantage as a trader. So first and foremost, if we balance those unrealistic expectations and we recognize that as a trader, we're going to have both sides to us, we automatically increase our probability of being able to be resilient in the times when we do lose or in the times when we do miss positions. So the first tip here to increase resilience and to toughen yourself up is to just recognize that at the end of the day, you're a human being. You're going to have both sides. You're going to win. You're going to lose. You're going to miss positions. You're going to catch positions. You're going to make silly errors. You're going to make good choices. It's part of the game as a trader. You're going to have both sides. You can't get rid of both sides. They're always going to be there. And if you balance those expectations on yourself and you realize I'm a human being at the end of the day, you increase the probability of being tough and resilient in situations when you take losses or when you do miss positions or when you do something a little bit silly. The second thing here is that we're assuming in our mind that losing is causing us more pain than pleasure, more drawback than benefit, which I've seen countless times to not be true. You know, whenever I work with a client, whenever I take someone through a 12-week challenge and I teach them the mindset exercises that I teach, and they go in there and they see the other side of their loss and they transcend the judgment, they start to realize that losing isn't actually all that bad. It's actually essential to hold me accountable to continue to grow. And a lot of the times it points out a lot of the holes in my trading plan, in my psychology that I can go on now and address. And losing is there to hold people accountable to grow. So I think if there's also a shift in perception towards what losing actually brings you as a trader, and you go in there and find all the opportunities, all the benefits, how losing actually serves you as a trader, and you learn to use that to your advantage, you automatically increase the probability of being tough and resilient in the face of losses. And same in terms of missing positions. Missing positions allows you to go in there and refine your processes. It allows you to put new processes and routines in place to ensure that you're aware and to ensure that you're available whenever positions are coming around. So to increase the probability of being tough and resilient in the market, it's about balancing your expectations in yourself, and it's about using whatever we're calling negative or bad or a terrible experience, learning to use that to our advantage and finding the opportunity and how that's actually served us as a trader so we can continue to grow, and we're automatically going to become more resilient and tough in light of losses, missing positions, and so-called silly errors. Now, if you resonate with these particular principles, we delve way deeper into them in the 12-week challenge. I've also got the free Bulletproof Your Mindset tool, so start there with the free content. And if you resonate with that, check out the 12-week challenge. I promise you it will be of value.